We are here for goodness sake. Hello family, this is Carol Wirth with Paul LLC and welcome to the Goodness Forum YouTube video and podcast. We are so happy you are here. The purpose of the Goodness Forum is to openly discuss goodness and positivity and amplify it by focusing on it. So each week we have a guest that we have on the show, or a business who comes on to discuss the goodness and positivity that they're spreading in the world. And today, PJ Becker is going to be our guest. And what we do is we focus on the good, because here at Paul, what we know is that a world that works for everyone is possible. And one of the ways that we're going to have that realized is by increasing the goodness, and we do that by focusing on it, because what we know is that what you focus on grows, it gets bigger. So thank you for being a part of this. And so each week we'll start with a topic and a quote, and our topic this episode is Ride the Wave. And so I'm going to read a quote to you, and the quote is from Oswald Chambers, and here it is. "The surf that distresses the ordinary swimmer produces in the surf rider the super joy of going clean through it." And we chose that quote because that really speaks to how we are in life when we are coming from our authentic self, the love that we are. When we come from the child of God that we are, and we are authentic, and we are the love, and we're spreading the light and the goodness, that in life it becomes an adventure, because it's always new, now and now and now. And now that's not to say that there isn't, some trepidation or whatnot, or difficult things that we go through. But what we know when we're coming from our authentic self is that we're never alone, that there's always a presence within us and around us, and that there is always a gift, and there's a joy in the adventure of surfing, and there's that, excitement that goes along. And PJ just absolutely reminds me of that kind of going for it attitude and excitement about life. I first met PJ when I started working at Starbucks about a year and a half ago, and he came in to get some coffee, or a beverage actually, and he ended up getting the purple drink. For those of you who know what that is, it's quite extraordinary.
Just kind of I thought you made it up, honestly.
I did not. Somebody made it up, it wasn't me. But I don't know, we just, it was like his energy, his vibe was just so positive and upbeat that we connected. I don't even know how we started talking about it, but I discovered that PJ, like myself, is a writer, and so we ended up talking a lot. He's also, he's a student right now, and he does, just who he's being in the world is a beneficial presence, and so I wanted him to come on. He's arguably just getting started in life. He's a surf rider, but we're always all of us just getting started. We're beginning again and again. And so I wanted him to talk about what he's doing in life, his sort of stand in the world, because you see him and he's always smiling, and he's always talking to people, and he's always got something good to say. And he's doing a lot of good things. And so I wanted to give him an opportunity to come on and talk to us about what he's doing. So thank you for being here, PJ.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So start out by just telling people sort of what's your, like how you start the day and what you bring into the day for yourself.
How I start the day?
Yeah.
I have to get up and go to school, obviously.
And where do you go to school?
SEC.
Perfect.
SEC, yeah. It's a long drive from where I'm at, all the way up in Chatham. Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah, it's a long drive right there.
So how long does it take you to get to school?
Half an hour, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, especially, that's a bit of a commute.
Especially with this so-called winter we're having all the way in March.
So for those of you who may be listening later or don't know about the area,
it's awful.
Been very, very
it's
snowy.
Awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I start my day I don't know. I'd say just like thanking God that I woke up this morning and just like, you know, just being thankful. Make sure to give my mom a hug, that's for sure, because you never know.
Yeah.
You never
so you
know.
start in gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure. Give everyone in my family a hug.
And what are you studying?
I am still. It's still a toss up. I'm just trying to go just to go.
To get your basics?
Just AA, because it's like I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like at this point it's.
The surf is right there, and you're riding the surf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's whatever happens, whatever lays out in front of me, and whatever, I guess, comes necessarily to just like take hold of that and just.
So what are some areas that you're interested in pursuing?
I want to be a screenwriter. That'd be super awesome. I mean, writing kids' books. I've taken probably as many English classes as possible to make myself better at English, and anything that has to do with writing, I guess, necessarily.
Yeah. So tell us about that. Tell us about, because I was so excited to read PJ sent me.
Yeah, one of, I don't even know, probably, I mean, obviously they're not all done and they're still like in the process, but that was probably one that I set in stone. I was like, no, this one's solid.
Okay, so tell our listeners and our watchers what the book is and what it's about.
The book that I sent was It Would Stink to Be a Small Tree. That's the title. Yeah, that's the title.
Yeah, right? Isn't that a great title?
It's just about like a little tree growing and just becoming like a bigger tree, and like just pretty much just having big dreams and then finally achieving them, I'd say, necessarily. And then I kind of got the idea was one of my buddies, I think we were just in the woods, and he stepped on a small tree and was like, man, he's like, it would suck to be a small tree. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. And then, of course, it's a kid's book, so I definitely had to change it from sucks to sting. So, yeah. But the original quote was, it would suck to be a small tree.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I just didn't want parents, man.
Yeah, sure. You can't say
sucks.
sucks.
Didn't want parents,
small tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now, if I remember correctly, at the end, this now big tree.
It gets. How did I end it? Oh my goodness. I think I just had it replant another tree. Like it's supposed to be like hands replanting another tree. So
it then was helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, it just had a lovely sweetness to it. You know what I mean? It was just like, because it was like, wow, like us, right? I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like it sucks to be a little tree, right? And you have big aspirations, and day by day, there we are. Mm-hmm. You know, the surf is pummeling me into the ground and said, I'm not riding this, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, little by little things happen, and then you give back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, now you're making me look at it in a deeper sense, because I didn't look at it like that. Like just kind of, I just wrote about a tree, small tree helping another tree, and then there you go.
So to me, that's super cool, because what I know is that we can be used by something.
Yeah.
You like that gift that you have is not just for you, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm starting to realize more. Yeah. More
here you go. Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell us, you were talking a little bit earlier when we were off camera about sort of an enterprise that you're interested in developing. So tell us a little bit about the good things that are going on. I mean, the writing is awesome, and I encourage you to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And tell us about the thing that that you're into.
That's been just in this past 2 weeks. So when I came in to get another purple drink, when you stopped me and you were like, oh yeah, you should be on the show and just like talk about things. I'm like, perfect. I have plenty of things to talk about because they're still in the process of happening. But someone that I know approached me about the Spokane library has like a video and film thing and just like a ton of cameras that they can use, and she said that the people who they partner with, they get 60 minutes of playtime, I guess, on CMTV, which is like Channel 14 or something like that. And they said they get 60 minutes of time to just put whatever they want on there. And she said, well, I don't really want to put another thing of like basketball layups, so how about you take you and some of your buddies and like make some like short videos and like skits or whatever, and we'll just put them on there for you. And I honestly thought she was kidding for a good solid 3 days, and I didn't tell any of my friends because I was too scared. I was like, nah, there's no way. So then
this has got to be too. What's the trick?
Yeah, and it was
got to be too good to be true.
It honestly was. And then when I finally told them when we went out there, it was a real deal.
It's legit.
Yeah, it's legit, and like, I mean, most people don't know about it. I think we're some of like the few that actually do know about it.
Yeah. So now some more people.
Now more people know, but
that's so cool.
And we're gonna try and like slowly like, okay, we're gonna start making stuff and like put it on there for everyone, and hopefully something cool happens out of it.
Yeah. And do you guys have some topics that you're interested in exploring?
Honestly, we just kind of just started writing anything that we could think of that was funny. We want to make like a skit show. We want to make. Most of us want to do serious stuff too. Like, one of them wants to make a serious like short film and put it on there. I want to do like a poetry thing and just like take poets from around Spokane and just kind of say, hey, say your poem in front of the camera, and then we'll just put it on our future YouTube or future social media. Whatever future stuff we have.